Welcome to part 12. We're going to get back in of Preachy Perch. We're going to get back into this video, back into this morality.
Shortage and why the nation is not as prosperous and blessed as before. So what else happens when we go down this path of determining our own morality based on emotions? We release criminals on cashless bail. They go out and commit more crimes. All because we feel they're victims of society. We also allow children to be butchered and physically transformed forever in gender-altering surgery. And we allow millions of migrants to flood into the country because we feel they have a right to be here. Maybe even vote without becoming citizens. You get my drift? Alexis de Tocqueville.
There we go about the vote again. I'm going to talk about that vote right here, right now. Here, Pottis. Pay attention, Pottis. I'm talking to you, Pottis. You know who you are that I'm talking to. I'm not talking to the puppet Pottis. I'm talking to the real one. Yeah, you know. I love you, Pottis, but I'm not going to serve you. But listen here. I got a little tip for you. The vote is not how God appoints his people. If you read the Bible, you find that out. People were not appointed by man. That is not how God ever did anything in the Bible. God set them in himself. He appointed them. And he would send prophets out to retrieve them. And that's how they got appointed. So, just a clue there for you. But, no. They weren't elected by vote in the Bible. Kings used to set themselves up. And, when God started appointing them, because they wanted kings and rulers, instead of him to rule over them, they wanted man to rule over them instead of God. I don't want man to rule over me. I vote for Jesus. There's my vote. I'm voting him back in. That's God. That's who I'm voting for. And he absolutely is coming to take what is rightfully his. Now let's get on back into this.
Is often quoted as saying, America is great because it is good. If America ever ceases to be good, America will cease to be great.
America's not good. There is none good save Jesus. Don't be trying to steal his place. America is Babylon. It's going to be just, Babylon is going to fall too. And great is going to be the fall of her.
Good things come from our Creator. If we continue down this path and look to ourselves, our emotions, and government for moral guidance instead of God, we will cease to be blessed and great.
The unsaved.
Hello, will cease to be blessed and great? I'd like to know where he's shopping at. Who feathered his bank account? Because let me tell you, from where I'm sitting, it looks to me like we're already not being blessed. I mean, God's taking care of his people because he said he would not have his people beg bread, but come on. We're not living in the lap of luxury here. My home needs a lot of repairs, different things like that. It's just a house, though. I'm not going to get upset over it. It's a roof above me. The Lord provides. Even if everything is just gone and not here in a month's time, even if I can't ever go anywhere again because I can't afford to or whatever, I'm still going to continue to serve the Lord with all that is in me. I'm going to praise him because he said we would worship him. And temple's not made with man's hands. That means within our own body, because we are the temples of God. And that snoring you probably picked up on. At Noy Junction back here is my little dog, Sparky. Bless his little heart. He's having some sinus issues, sounds like. But anyways, getting on back into this footage.
Hold the view there is no right or wrong. Therefore, whatever feels or seems right at the time and in that situation is right. Christians hold the view that there are indeed absolute realities and standards that define what is true.
Exactly. There are absolute realities that define what is true. The Bible tells us. That's where our moral compass should come from, is the Bible. Because like I said, when it comes to emotions, today you might have a crush on this one and tomorrow you might have a crush on that one. Even married people out here getting crushes on people, y'all ought to be ashamed of yourselves. God is not leading and guiding you into all truth if you're out here lusting after things or people. It's all about the next iPhone or the next big computer or tablet or what have you. You gotta have the best of everything, don't you? God's already been testing y'all about all of this. And how many of y'all looked to those that were hungry in your area? Really, and thought about them? No, you're worried about silly stuff. Like fixing up buildings. Instead of looking to taking care of the people around you. Yeah, I don't do tithes like typical people because I don't believe that we're supposed to be paying them like that. Those were for the Levites. And there was a storehouse set up in the church to see to the needs of the people. Now, I do the tithes the way the Lord tells me to, and I give them to other people. I give what the Lord tells me to give when the Lord tells me to give it. That's how I've always done it. Right now, I'm just in the Lord's hands because I did what I was told, and I don't regret a thing because I'm a cheerful giver. But my point is, how many of you all do that? How many of you all think of somebody else above yourself? There's a few of you that did. God saw that. He knows what you did. That's why he sent you stuff. He wanted you to know he saw your kindness. But you know what? This world is wrapping up rapidly.
Tonight, Democrats across the country are celebrating sweeping wins for supporters of abortion rights.
A woman's right to choose one.
I will always keep fighting to protect a woman's fundamental freedom. We will make Michigan a leader, a place where women make their own decisions.
In Michigan, residents voted to enshrine abortion rights into the state constitution, an issue Governor Gretchen Whitmer and her running mate made a central part of their successful re-election campaign.
This is a right that we are not going to go backwards on.
I'm proud of my state.
I don't want the government in my bedroom.
And abortion rights did drive people to the polls. It was the second most important issue to voters behind inflation. In addition to Michigan, voters in California and Vermont codified abortion rights into their state constitutions. And it wasn't just blue states. Voters in Kentucky and Montana shot down measures that could have restricted access. What do you make of that nationally?
I think it's a sign that the American public has had rights for 49 years, so we're not going to go backward. And so whether it's state by state we see this happen, or hopefully at some point, a national effort again, I think that this is where the fight is at the moment.
Those against abortion rights now processing the results.
I believe abortion is first-degree murder.
Still, Americans in 5 states sent a clear message about reproductive rights.
The Bible is clear. Murder is wrong. As stated in Exodus 20:13, you shall not murder. Murder is defined as the unlawful, premeditated killing of one human being by another. Killing is done by the judgment of one human being against another for personal reasons. The Bible condemns murder.
Do you understand what has happened? There was no red wave. The elections come. And murder was the rule. Kind of like when they chose the murderer over Jesus back in the day, right? And now they're choosing these candidates. But you think man can morally choose who to set in? You think God put those people in there? You want to holler, God sets them up, and he sets them down. That ain't how he does it. No, that was man that did that. How God does it is he would choose them and send his prophets out to get them. But anyways, I am going to go for tonight. I'm going to do some praying. I will see you tomorrow, Lord's will, to get into that word.